guys, today is the day. We are taking our fully built Hellcat Challenger and we're putting it on the dyno. So if you guys haven't seen the build, go check out the other videos on the channel. We documented the full build and rebuild of the actual car and the engine. Got a fully spun 2.4 blower on it. So we got a 2.75 upper and then a 15% lower overdrive. So we're gonna see what she makes, you guys. Ethanol, stage 2 chiller on it as well. So we're gonna run Dennis's car first, get some tuning done, and then hopefully strap this thing up. All right, well, she's all strapped up, so we're not gonna go too crazy. Probably make, I don't know, maybe a handful of pulls at most. I've got 2 tunes that we're gonna load up. One that's got a little bit more timing in it, so we'll see what she does here. Also, we've got the stage 2 forced induction inner chiller on there, so should keep our IATs down. So let's see how she goes. On that Mahle. Alright, so she made 950 just on that little pull. That wasn't even like a, he like let out of it or something. Guys, so it is the next day and I wanted to make this video with you guys and kind of break everything down. And also, if you guys are following along on social media, I told you guys we're gonna run a little contest here. We'll probably do more of these in the future because they were actually pretty fun and we got a lot of engagement. So it's fun to see your guys' reaction to things and get you guys involved as well. So anyways, as far as the numbers, we ran probably about 3 pulls. But we kept running into the issue where it kept cutting off. And just a little backstory first, when we first got the car there and we went to put it on, they actually didn't even want to run it. They said they couldn't figure out how to strap the car down. So I don't know about you guys, and I'll leave you guys up to, you know, be the judge of that. But it's not like it's an uncommon car. It's a very common car. It's definitely not the first Challenger that's ever been on the dyno. But we almost didn't run the car because they said they couldn't figure out how to strap it. So that happens, and then when they did get it strapped, they were trying to go underneath the stock exhaust, but for whatever reason they were having issues with it, and the actual steel buckle on the strap ended up touching the muffler and the exhaust. And I didn't really know it at the time. I didn't really think it was gonna be that big of a deal, but you guys saw there, it almost jumped off the dyno. One of their straps came loose, whatever weird way they had it strapped up. And you saw the whole car kick sideways, which that was not exactly that confidence inspiring, but it kept cutting off. And then as soon as I, sent the log to my tuner, immediately he goes, dude, is there a strap rubbing on the exhaust? Because I'm seeing a ton of noise being picked up by your knock sensors that I don't normally see. He goes, something's got to be rubbing. And sure enough, the buckle for the strap was rubbing on the exhaust, causing the knock sensors to go absolutely haywire. And it ended up still making a ton of power, but it did so on next to no timing. It was supposed to be running around 19.5 degrees of timing, which is what we were gonna have in it originally. And then I had another tune ready to load up that was gonna be 21.5 degrees of timing. So it would have brought the numbers up even higher than what you guys saw. But the whole time it was only running like 10 degrees of timing or so before it finally, knock sensors just said, and just cut it off. So anyways, I'm gonna get to the numbers. I've got the dyno chart right here. But first off, I'm gonna pick 3 winners because there were some guys that were really close. So I'll put it up here. All right, so the first closest winner, we're gonna pick 3 here, was Jalen 94. So he guessed 955 wheel horsepower. The second closest, I'm gonna put him up on the screen here. I'm not gonna say the screen name because I don't wanna get demonetized. So he guessed 953. And then in third place was iQuad1234 at 957 wheel horsepower. So I picked winners both from Instagram and from YouTube. You can probably tell the differences there on the way it pops up there. So everybody got entered, whether you answered on Instagram or YouTube. So I took everybody's entries. So email me down below and I'll ship you guys off a shirt. I gotta figure out what size you guys are. So I'll ship you guys off a shirt, or I might just give you guys a code. You can go on the website and you can pick out a shirt and it'll be a free checkout. So anyways, get a hold of me. Email will be down in the description, and get a hold of me so you guys can claim your prize. So here's the dyno. So I'll explain it. Right off the hit, you'll see we almost hit 1,000 foot-pounds of torque right off the get-go. So 988 foot-pounds of torque, 988.76 to be exact on this graph that they gave me. You'll notice right around here, and I'll put this back on the screen, you can see everything fall off. This was where the engine essentially just cut itself completely off. And you guys notice in the video, it went rap, and you see the whole motor shake back and forth. It literally just completely cut the ignition timing, and that's why it dipped down here and just fell off flat. Otherwise it would have continued to climb up. So we were supposed to be screaming this thing out to 6,700, and it was cutting itself short at like 62, 63 and just falling on its face. So that's that there, but the final wheel horsepower, even with it not running optimal timing and even with it cutting off, it still made 954.58 wheel horsepower. So I think that's pretty decent for this thing not running its full potential. Again, we built the entire engine here in the shop using all MMX components. So it's got MMX drop-in piston rods kits. It's got their max effort camshaft. It's got the MMX lower pulley, so 15% overdrive. And then we've got a ported snout, a Granatelli 108 throttle body. I don't know if I'm missing anything. Oh, also CNC ported heads from MMX as well with their full valve train. So this thing, and we're still on a stock transmission, stock converter. We got a few other goodies on there, and then it's got exhaust, of course. So not too bad. And it's got 2 Holley fuel pumps on it as well, plumbing us with Earl's fittings all the way to the front with our E85. So overall, I think I can't complain, you guys. That is a solid number, and this thing is gonna make well over 1,000 wheel horsepower just on that little 2.4. So we'll see how far we can push the 2.4, but then ultimately we wanna get a bigger blower because this engine is built to handle a lot more power than that. But those are some solid numbers. Let me know what you guys think down below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you claim your prize if you're one of the lucky winners, and we'll see you guys on the next video.